Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you can look me up on my website, which is www.garethcahoon.co.uk. Or if you'd like to support the ministry, you can do so through garethcahoon3@gmail.com. I've been called a Nazi on campus. 80 US student leaders visit Israel to fight anti-Semitism. Jerusalem, Israel, and anti-Semitism surges, a movement is underway in Israel to reverse the trend, especially on American college campuses. Student leaders from top universities, including UCLA, Brandeis, Rutgers, Yale, and NYU, arrived to gain first-hand insight into the aftermath of the October 7, 2023 massacre and kidnappings at the hands of Hamas, and the hatred for Israel and the Jews that multiplied during the war. Hashbara Fellowships organised the trip in partnership with IsraelAmbassadors.com. Michael English, co-founder of IsraelAmbassadors.com, told CBN News so they can go back to campus more confident to refute the lies of genocide, the lies that Israel is a racist country, and educate and inspire other people to stand up to Israel and stand up against anti-Semitism. They visited areas directly affected by the war along the Gaza border and the Golan Heights, as well as Judea Samaria, also known erroneously as the West Bank, which are at the forefront of the battle ahead. The trip is very intense, and it's designed and planned and built with very much a lot of intention to really shake them, but also to give them the right information to be effective activists on campus, English explained. He added, for them to see what they saw, to hear the stories and hear about the atrocities, and to meet the heroes and victims, and then take that information back with them and be more effective pro-Israel leaders on campus. English, a campus activist himself in the 1990s, believes anti-Semitism was as big a problem then as it is now. He told us nothing has really changed. We just have social media. We have more media, and it's elevated and amplified. The students come from different backgrounds and have had various experiences on their campus. Even though many have Israeli relatives, the trip was still an eye-opener. Julia Shulman from Connecticut College revealed that she experienced anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism in her class curriculum and from the rhetoric of her professor. Her highlight here was going through Judea and Samaria. Going to the site and the land that people are disputing and talking about was extremely eye-opening for me. We talked to people who actually live there, live in Jewish communities in Area C, the area of Judea and Samaria outside Palestinian enclaves, home to 500,000 Jews. We got to see a lookout point where we could see the entire country of Israel, all the way from, the Gaza and the Gaza envelope, all the way to Haifa, and Tel Aviv was in the middle. Shulman continued, "It was very impactful. I think I'm going to use a lot of the knowledge that I've learned and the experiences that I've learned from that day going back to campus." Another notable moment for Shulman included biblical Shiloh, where archaeologists have uncovered many ancient treasures. Just seeing the historical roots of the Jewish people in the land gave me a lot of hope, empowering me and giving me a lot of first-hand knowledge and experience that is really undisputed. You can't dispute the ruins that you find when you dig up the land of Shiloh. Virginia Tech's Yoav Kettler told us that at his school there's a very small Jewish group facing a large Arabic and Muslim population. The point home about Israel even more. We have to be more confident, be strong, just like Israel in the Middle East is surrounded by all of these Arabic countries, and all these times in the past we faced hardships and we faced all of them attacking us at once. He said we still stood by, and by quality, not quantity. So that's just like what I've learned here, and I hope to be able to bring that back to campus and just be proud, and just even if I'm one voice and they're 100, I can still be louder than all of them. We're here, Kettlers enjoyed meeting people from different backgrounds, ethnicities, and cultures. He explained learning that and being able to go back to my campus and seeing, like, yeah, I've talked to all these different people and I've learned all these different things. You've only seen videos online, you know who are you to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. So that will be really nice. Oregon State Senator Yael Rake asserts that life was normal on campus for her until October 7, 2023. I mean, I've been called a Nazi on campus, like I was tabling the October 7th this year, like to bring the hostages home. I was given like flowers out of on campus, and people came up to me and called me a Nazi for doing that, she recalled. For Rish, listening to the stories from the other students on the tour had a big impact on her. She observed, because as much as I can say that I dealt with my fair share of anti-Semitism on campus, I think other kids have dealt with more. Like there's some students who go to the Canadian schools and the kids who've gotten physically assaulted or had their Hillel buildings burnt down, and like things that are just like absolutely horrible that I couldn't imagine. Rake had never been to biblical Judea and Samaria, and something she saw in Jerusalem had a message she wants to convey. I saw especially like a banner where we were outside of President Herzog's house that said, all we want is to give peace a chance, she told us. And I think I just want to relay that like message to people at home, or just to tell them to listen to the stories and listen to people, because as soon as you start humanizing a subject and making it not something that's miles and miles, oh, miles away, people start to understand things more than if they're just like on the other side of the world, a conflict that you have no personal connection to. So, visiting Kibbutz Be'eri, one of the hardest hit communities, on October 7th, gave Gemerick new insight. It was a very difficult experience. He recounted seeing the burnt houses and hearing all the stories, and I gained so many new perspectives during this trip, and I feel like I'm truly ready to come back to campus and fight the anti-Semitism. So this here is an amazing group of students that have went and actually done the hard thing and toured the land of Israel to find out that they're no different than you or me. It's just the fact that they happen to be born Jewish and live in the land of Israel, or either outside of it. But at least they'll be able to go back to their campuses and talk about, not about a place they haven't seen or a story they haven't heard, but by putting boots on the ground, they have been effective in learning that Israel is a light unto the nations and a bright, shining light among the world. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.